There we go. Okay. Now, hopefully, you guys can actually hear my players from the start of the
Double
session.
check.
Yeah, I can see the waveforms moving. So if the audience can't see it or hear it rather, that's not my fault. That's OBS's fault. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. Hello, everybody. It's been a minute. I have a couple things of house cleaning to take care of real quick as far as this situation is concerned. For starters, this is kind of a new announcement to my players as well. I want to start doing this game on bi-weekly. Now,
I'm cool with that.
And specifically, I want to try to aim for us to have a consistent time of probably like this time-ish, 6 p.m. on Fridays Pacific time, if that works for everybody. Every other week, if that doesn't work for everybody on some weeks, that's fine. We've just already missed a couple of months, and I wanted this to be a monthly campaign. So the only way that we're really gonna catch up is if I make this bi-weekly. So, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone cool with that?
As long as Mike's cool with it, I think the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm good for.
I'm
good for those times.
Okay.
Yeah, your schedule has dramatically changed since we originally started this.
I mean, yeah, I have a significantly better job.
Yeah.
Nope. All right.
So Friday nights?
Yep, Friday nights, 6 p.m., maybe earlier if I don't have work. Knock on wood.
Gotcha. Let's go.
So, that was... I think that's actually all the housekeeping that I have. I'm also thinking of other projects similar to this one that I will be discussing later on in like community posts and stuff on my YouTube channel, and obviously I'll need to collect the proper players for it and do some other stuff to prep. So if you like this shenaniganery, then we're gonna be making more of it, and it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So, now onto the show. Last time on ExtraOrdinary, Vern, did you want to catch us up, considering that you have now caught a lot of people up, like, what, twice? 3 times?
Yeah, I'll do it. So last time, fuck, what's your character's name, Salty?
Jody.
Jody's powers got stronger out of nowhere, and so she had a fight with her bully, which was a spider power using lady. They took it outside. Jody beat her ass, and then Susie and Ryoma stalked her, followed her home, and Ryoma discovered something in her house. Something regarding payment for the house or something? I don't remember. And then she was like, oh, you want to come train with us? Like, I want to see your training regimen, Jody. I want to know how you went from not having power to having this, like, awesome power. And Jody was like, oh, fuck me. So we went to the power plant where Susie usually trains. And Susie was like showing her training thing, and then some people were coming and they were like, oh shit, we gotta get out of here. And then all of a sudden I heard Sparky, and I was very freaked out because it was Susie's ex-boyfriend, which she then proceeded to attempt to murder him, and that did not go well. Then she got brain blasted. Ryoma grabbed her with cool power. He went all serious mode. It was kind of hot and scary, and I'm very terrified. Then they went out the window, and they took Jody home. And Susie said, oh yeah, that's the guy that used to be my leader, my ex. I'm not okay right now. Then when Jody went home, me and Nil, we RP'd with Ryoma and Susie on the side, and they like talked about it, and like She told him like what happened behind the scenes. He showed her where where he lives, and then they went home.
Okay. So that's what happened from Susie's perspective. Does anyone want to add anything to that?
Did I miss anything? I think I got everything.
Not really. I believe Jody would probably go home and then instantly go to sleep because dealing with people is exhausting,
Mhm.
especially when they're as energetic as these two.
Yo, what up, G?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Could be worse. They could be two Riomas.
Dear God, what a nightmare.
I mean,
Wow.
that's basically what happens in that other movie.
So we see, where should we pick up? Oh, were there any RPs had between Susie and Ryoma off camera?
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Is he took her around town, and they just like talked, and he said something scary, and then she was like, "No, I don't want you to like kill Tobias or anything. I want to bring him to
Yeah,
justice."
Ryoma's, while she was freaking out and saying a bunch of negative things, he was like, the only way to get you out of this is for me to say something much worse. So he said something much worse, and then she freaked out. And then they just kind
Yeah,
of had, like, people talk.
yeah. He took her on a flight around the city because he can fucking fly. Apparently, I didn't know
You can
that.
lift
She
us,
didn't know
you
that.
can lift things, and you're a thing.
And Ryoma
One,
is a
fuck
thing.
you. I'm a thought. Two.
Oh my God. So
Anyways.
I want to pick up the following day with Jody. Jody,
Mm-hmm.
for the first
Yes.
time since you started going to this school, people know you exist. People actually pay attention to you. People hurry to get out of your way in the hall. People say good morning to you very formally, bowing their heads and wishing you a good morning. How do you take all of this?
Uh, she is so unbelievably uncomfortable. That is very clear on her face, in fact.
Cool.
That she's just like, oh, no, no.
Cool. So, oh yeah. Have I trying to remember how I decided advancement should work? Might just do it on like a milestone system. Um,
Oh,
have I been giving you guys anything like that? I should have been. I must have forgotten. Uh,
I don't think so.
we are at session 3.
Eh.
I'm gonna say you guys have a
Yes.
total of 3 skill points to allocate as you wish.
Yo.
As a reminder, they do have to be
Oh,
allocated
cool.
via a pyramid system, which means you need to have
Mm-hmm.
2 skills in average to have 1 in fair, 2 skills in fair to have 1 in good, etc., etc. Other than that, you can move them around as you please. Let's see.
Gotcha.
And they had an extra one, so I actually have 4 I can throw around.
Also, I know it's been a while since the last time we played this, so if anybody needs refreshers on any of the rules at any point, just let me know.
Mhm.
So, so you feel abundantly uncomfortable as you walk through the halls, Jody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there would be anything specific that would happen during the school day. You're just, going through the motions, doing what you usually do. while also being like kind of weirded out that you're the center of attention. Like I think actually no, one thing would happen. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, this okay, hang on. Let me check my notes real quick. Yeah. So you are uh oh, um in your homeroom actually. During homeroom like your first class of the day, uh your teacher and the counselor of the school, Miss Nowak, um actually stops you after the bell rings and asks, "Do you mind if we have a talk, real quick, Jody?"
Um, sure. Okay. And she'll
So,
follow along.
yeah, well, she's not taking you anywhere. You just head over to the front desk,
Mm.
and she drops her voice a little bit and says, "I just wanted to check how you feel or how you're doing. I know for a lot of people, their ability spurt, as we call it, can be jarring, to say the least."
Yeah, that's definitely a word for it. I'm fine, and it's fine. I'm just not used to all this.
Hmm. I I can imagine. I obviously can't relate, but I can imagine. If you need someone to talk about this, you can always stop by the counselor's office. I am sure it's not an easy adjustment, and I want to do what I can to make sure that all of our students are more comfortable and feel safe.
Yeah, safe. Yeah, thank you.
Mm.
I'll consider that.
All right. So that definitely happens. Um, you guys, Susie and Rioma, you share homeroom with with Jody. You probably just never noticed that you did. Um, hang on a sec. There we go. Well,
Oh, I share
I'll
homeroom
keep
with
it.
Ryoma.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
just to make it simple. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, you share homeroom with Rioma and Jody. So yeah. Um, do you guys notice that happening? I'm guessing there's no like, no reaction really.
Mm-mm.
How is Susie doing, by the way? And how's Rioma doing the day after all of that happened?
Susie would have gone home that night or back to the dorms feeling a little bit better, but she still would have like tossed and turned all night and not slept well.
Mhm.
She probably was late to classes this morning.
Okay,
Not by
Ryoma's
a lot,
probably
but like a few minutes at least. Enough to be noticeable.
right.
Ryoma's probably his same self. Though he's thinking about it a lot, it's not it's not gonna weigh on him as much as it would weigh on a regular person.
Mm.
Mm. Okay, sounds good. So yeah, the day goes by as normal, um, until the last bell rings. When that happens, you all hear an announcement over the school PA. Doo, doo,
Okay.
doo, doo. Um, would Miss Jody Calich please report to the principal's office? Jody Calich, report to the principal's office.
Yeah. No.
Susie's gonna give her the side eye. Not like a bad side eye, but she's gonna like look at her.
Susie, you actually might have an inkling as to what this is about. Let me check my skills list and see if there's anything necessary.
Uh-oh.
No, not really. You remember having a similar message announced the day after you joined the top 10.
Ah,
Oh.
that's right.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
So,
Yeah. Joey's just gonna give you a shrug and then head towards the principal's office.
You get the most.
She'll give you a thumbs up and be like, "You'll be fine."
You get an
when
obnoxious smile and thumbs up.
Oh boy.
when Jody gets called and heads off, let's see here. What was the guy's name?
Fight.
Here we go. You guys here, but specifically Susie and Ryoma, who I assume are, together. If you guys are, giving each other side eyes and stuff, you're basically in the same vicinity as Jody. You hear a damn from behind you. When you turn around, you see a tall, talking like 6'1", 6'2", very muscular guy with like strangely clean teeth for like the kind of gangster vibe that he has. Leather jacket. His hair has been bleached white and is like put up in Liberty spikes. He's got gauges in both earlobes. This is number 10, Ian Jean-Lois. His ability is Igniosis, manipulation of minerals.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
And his ability level is 6.1, putting him 0.4 levels above Susie. So, he's looking straight at Jody as she's walking away, and he mutters, "Really wanted to give that one a test. Oh well, maybe tomorrow." Then he notices that you're looking and turns to regard you, Susie, with a very malicious smile. Hey, it's the other upstart. How you doing? How you doing? Oh God, what was it? What's the name? Yeah. How's it going, Energizer Bunny?
Energizer.
She stares at him and says, "It's Susie, not Bunny."
Yeah, sure. Tell you what, you actually beat me in a fight, and I'll remember your name.
Her eye fucking twitches, but then she like quietly turns back to face the front of the class, and she's just like, "You know what? It's not worth it right now. Not
Remember,
worth it right
class
now."
is over. This is the end. You just
Oh,
heard the
never
final
mind.
bell.
In that case, she's picking up her stuff and she's like, maybe when I have more time for you."
Ooh. Roll an intimidation on that. That feels like provocation.
She starts talking to intimidation. Oh, really quickly, since we're doing this, I want to level up my stuff. I don't remember how that works.
Again, so you have 3 skill points. You
Yeah,
can
no, I have 4. I have 1 left over from character creation, so I have it written right here.
Okay, cool. You have 4 skill points. You can use one of those to bump up any skill from whatever it is now to whatever level you want it to be.
Okay, so it just costs 1 to upgrade it, but it goes in a pyramid formation. Understood. Thank you.
Yes.
That was what I was wondering.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1 second.
He knows how to count, guys.
3.
Better than I can.
1, 2,
Same.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that fits. And then I need 1 more. I need 1 more. I need 1 more. Fuck it, I'll just jump my intimidation all the way to the top.
Hmm?
Or As a +3 now.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect.
You're as scary as Ryoma.
Ryuma's a fucking menace to society, okay? He is just placated by the fact that pretty girl is giving him attention. That's how I see him, and I'm scared of him.
Fair, I guess.
Okay.
I just okay, I'll roll my intimidation.
Yeah, go for it.
Pretty good.
Okay. Cool. And as our first refresher of the session, you start every session with your fate points equaling your refresh. You can spend your fate points by triggering one of your aspects when it is narratively appropriate. And in so doing, you can either re-roll whatever you just rolled completely, or change one of your dice directly to a positive result. And remember, the dice go, you roll 4d6s essentially, and you either get a -1, a 0, or a +1 from any of those results.
That's right.
So this, like right here, if you mouse over Susie, we get minus, plus, 0, 0 in the parentheses. That means -1, +1, and 2 zeros. So she rolled a net 0, but her skill is +3. So
I got 3.
Oh, okay, I see.
I get
Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
all right. He, as you're walking away, Ian whistles and says, "He's feisty. I like it."
Why would you say that?
She gives him like gives him like the Tanjiro like grossed out face like and then like walks away.
All right, yeah.
As of course, Ryoma just follows her out because what else would he do?
He's her stalker. What else does he do?
He is the
As
lost
he leaves,
puppy.
though, as he does though, he turns around to face the guy.
Ian Jean-Lois.
Yep, Ian. And he does the like stupid like hand wave gang sign thing that Sokka does in Avatar when him and Katara leave the room.
I hate you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about too.
He completely ignores you. He doesn't even look your way.
That's the point.
Yep. Cool.
You're the Sokka, of course you're.
So
hidden power.
So Jody, you arrive at the principal's office, and as you approach the door, you don't even get a chance to knock before you hear, "Come in."
I'll walk in, like peek my head in first. To see how intimidating this situation is.
This is probably the first time you've actually met the principal. She doesn't really do big speeches or anything at the beginning of the year. She just kind of does her thing. Tries not to get too personally involved in the students' lives. She considers it to be she's of the mind that the world is dog eat dog, survival of the fittest. So for her to interfere on behalf of pretty much anybody would be, I mean, it wouldn't be natural. But she does make an exception when it comes to the top 10. So you peek your head in through the door. You see a woman with with dyed deep red hair. With said hair pulled back in like kind of like a wolf's tail sort of thing. Too short to be a ponytail. But like and kind of frizzy at the back. She is wearing glasses that look way too expensive for how simple they are. A burgundy suit, and her elbows are on her leather armchair. She's leaned back with her feet on top of her big desk that is way too big to be like reasonable. And she is smiling quite softly at you. Ah, Jody. Lovely
Her
to
name
meet
is
you.
Jekyll,
Please
I don't
come in.
trust her.
What's up?
I said the principal's name is Jekyll, I don't trust her.
For real. It's good to meet you too. I'll walk in, take a seat, and be clearly uncomfortable because for some reason, it's really strange that she's never really met this person, even though they're the principal.
Right.
And it's really dawning on her right now.
Right. So, she takes her feet off of the desk and sits up properly and actually stands up and starts walking over to this side table where you see a carafe just sitting there and says, "Would you like anything? Tea, coffee? I have some sodas in the fridge if you want it."
Can I just have water?
Certainly. She pours herself a cup of joe and just pulls out like a bottled water from a mini fridge nearby and slides that over to you. Sits down with her steaming cup of coffee, which roll me an awareness check actually. Or is it alertness? I don't remember what I put it down as.
There's awareness. Is there alertness? I
Hang
don't
on.
see an alertness, so it might just be awareness.
Yeah. That would be yeah, we'll make it awareness. Go for it.
Gotcha.
Or would it be no, actually, I think it would be spot. Yeah, this would be spot, sorry.
Okay.
So
much worse.
Yeah, you have a 0 in spot, so that would actually be Oh. Okay. Yeah, you don't notice. So she takes a sip, looking at you, smiling still, and says, "Oh, how does it feel to be number 6?"
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm still trying to comprehend that it happened.
She's 2 levels below Susie. Oh fuck.
Yep.
She's coming for my crown.
I
kill her.
Actually understand far more than you probably realize. She sets her cup down. I also had my ability spurt sometime around your age. You know, I went from being, 2.4? Something like that? To a 6.0 flat. It was nuts. I didn't even really want to fight, but I mean, you know how it is in our society. People really love to show you just how much stronger than you they are. And that can be troubling, especially for people like us. Do you know who the most dangerous people in society are?
I don't believe so. I used to live my life that's just most people are the most dangerous ones, but I feel like you're gonna tell me something different.
It's not unreasonable or unfair for you to say or think that. That's very understandable. But surprisingly enough, there actually aren't a lot of people who start out as high tiers and abuse the weak. They're not that common. Generally speaking, high tiers they have a lot more pressure from their parents, from other people in society. They're expected to excel. And they just expect the low tiers to help them when they need it. And they actually consider themselves responsible for the low tiers. They need to defend them. I doubt you've actually had the pleasure of meeting Trevelyan before your battle yesterday when he approved the fight, but he has been a very benevolent king. He's done his best to stop what bullying he could. And what bullying he couldn't, unfortunately, you were at the brunt of. I do apologize for that.
Well, like you said, it's kind of part of society now.
And that's the interesting thing. The only people who actually rage against the system are generally people who have suffered from it. For example, sorry, I'm trying to remember her name. Got it written down somewhere. Bella. For example, Miss Caliker. She has, again, a lot of pressure from home for being a high tier, and as she is young and irresponsible, she vents that pressure by lashing out at others. You. And now likely different people. I've had many conversations with her parents about this, but they don't seem to care. She will eventually have a rude awakening once she becomes older, an adult, recognize that she's not able to get away with that when the Bureau is watching. Until then, she's a kid, and she needs to learn more slowly, adapt. The way you are adapting right now. The people who grow up, or are most likely to grow up to be criminals, dangers, they're people like you and me. Low tiers who go through a growth spurt in their teens, their early years. Because they have seen the flaws in the system. And they blindly attempt to fix them without really recognizing the cause, the root. Trying to cut through the red tape, as it were. It's a tragedy, really. I mean, we're a very rare and special breed. There are very few people that experience growth spurts like ours. And it's a shame that so many of them fall by the wayside. So, I have a conversation like this with every one of the top 10. Whenever someone rises up the rankings, I discuss how that feels to them and whether they wish to continue. Do you have any intention of trying to become a royal?
Mm. Ooh, okay. Jody is going to kind of stare at her water bottle, and she's gonna kind of take a deep breath and say, I don't think I will try to reach such a title, but I think I could see myself defending the position I'm in, though.
Hmm. She smiles. That's good to hear. I'll be honest, if you were going to climb the rankings, I was going to have to continue. When I was your age,
Continue.
when I was your age, I was brutal. The moment I had power, I started lashing out worse than Miss Callagher. And my ability is particularly suited to combat. I
see.
became the king of my school within the week. And everyone hated me. Rightfully so. The last thing I want is for another student to experience that hatred. So I'm glad to hear that you're not as ambitious as I was. It's a relief, really. Now, being at the top of the rankings does afford you certain luxuries. Now that you are a high tier, you have the right to skip classes if necessary to train or spar or engage in registered combats with other students. You also may bring concerns directly to me or to other members of the faculty. If you see students below you misbehaving, you also have certain responsibilities as number 6. You are going to be assisting just on the side. You don't have to do active patrols. You are going to be assisting our security guard, head security guard, Nathan Kingston, with ensuring the safety of others. And now that Miss Callagher is below you, I think you are actually in a very good position to keep her in line. Again, you don't have to do anything out of the way. Just if you notice something, speak up or stop it. There's a lot of power that comes with your position, but there is a lot of restraint. So know that you may abdicate the title of 6 any time you wish. Just because your ability is higher, that doesn't mean your responsibility must share that level.
All right. Yeah, I understand that. I'll see if I can help out in some way.
Great to hear. Oh, one other thing. You also have the right to form a club if you so wish. You would need to have at least 4 other students to join it in order to start. But as a number, you have that authority. You don't need to submit an application or anything like that.
Oh. Hey, DM, GM. Is there a computer science club?
There is
some
not,
kind?
in fact.
Yeah, she will definitely perk up hearing that a little bit and be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, so that's more or less everything that she has to say. Do you have any questions for me?
She would go to say something because for some reason she really wanted to talk about why her powers became like this, but hearing how she talked about criminals and all that stuff, and how she's kind of associated with what it sounded like, she's just gonna close her mouth and be like, I have no other questions. It was pretty straightforward.
Actually, roll me a, what is it? Is it just deception? Yeah. Roll me a deception, because you are trying to hide something from her.
So,
That could show in your body language and such. Okay, cool. She nods, still smiling, and says, well then, enjoy the rest of your day. And again, if you need anything, I'm right here.
thank you. And she'll get up and take her leave quickly.
Yep, cool. Susie, Ryomo, what are you guys doing?
I think the Susie has stepped away for a moment.
Oh, she's still gone. Okay.
Yes.
I guess this is going to be a big Jody episode then. So, Jody, as you step away from the principal's office, you check your phone, and no, oh, she's back.
Oh.
Never mind. So yeah, Susie,
Yeah.
what are
What?
what are you doing while Jody is in the principal's office? Where do you go? What do you do?
So we left class. It's the end of the day, right?
Yep.
What day of the week is it?
Oh shit.
Because that will depend on what she goes to do. That will determine what she goes to do.
I'm gonna say it's Monday, because you had your training
Perfect.
session. You had your training session before, so
Yeah.
I would say that would have been like a weekend day.
Mhm.
So it might be like a couple days since that happened. I don't know, but either way.
I say it's Tuesday. We'll say it's Tuesday.
Okay, that's what you want.
Tuesday it is. So Tuesday she stays at campus. She does not go home.
Okay.
That means she probably goes to the convenience store and then comes back to school. Which I know Ryoma's so excited to go to the convenience store. Because the last time we went to a different one, he was like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So, might be a red flag immediately. When like that's brought up, he rubs the back of his head and goes, actually, I want to go check on something.
Oh, she's gonna give you a weird look. She's gonna be like, you don't want to go to the convenience store?
Jeremy will miss me, I know.
His name is Jeff. His name is Jeffrey.
Oh, he knows.
Bruh.
She's gonna stare at him for a second. One, his name is Jeff. Two, what the fuck do you mean you don't want to go to the convenience store? What happened?
His name's
What's
Jeff,
wrong?
but his best friends get to call him Jeremy. Anyway, this is just something I gotta check on.
No, what is it? You're
You know
hiding
how Jody
something
was
again.
called to the office?
Mm-hmm.
And how Ian was mumbling to himself and then wanted to fight you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything dumb. Me? Hell no. But I mean, like, if he happens to go after her for a fight, I want to be there.
So what you're saying is we should abduct Jody. Understood.
I was
He
saying
starts
I wanted to watch
walking.
Okay.
Huh?
He goes. I was saying I was gonna watch a fight, but never mind. Again, this works too.
What? What, you want her to get her ass knocked around? Well, I don't know if she
You
would.
don't know how
not.
strong she is.
We don't, but
Hey, she's 2 spots under you.
that's true.
Yeah. Let's think about that. All right, come on, let's go to Jody.
All right, fine. Let's go watch Jody.
Uh,
You owe me a soda after this, though.
this is the big Jody episode, isn't it? Okay, so yeah.
All right, we're gonna stalk Jody together.
Back to Jody.
Again.
You get a text From Simon Zegas, the guy that connected you to everything.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's short. Just says, "Want to talk? Meet at the lab."
Knowing Walker, and knowing he's a lot more than he lets off to be, she will go just in case. I don't know. He's like, just because she's worried he'll do something otherwise that'll be bad for everyone.
Okay. Yeah, you head over to the computer lab, and standing outside it, kind of leaning against. Well, no, he's not that kind of guy. Standing outside it, just kind of pacing. You see Simon. Uh, I'm trying to remember how I described him visually. He's like kind of a shorter than average guy, slightly shorter than average. Used to wear glasses, but now he's got contacts. Pretty much always has like a button-up shirt that's like unbuttoned around like a t-shirt. And he sees you. He catches your eye, waves, and when you get close enough that you're not going to be heard, or like that he doesn't have to shout or anything to be heard, he says in a very cheery voice, "How the fuck did you do that?"
What the hell do you mean?
That the amp was supposed to take at least a couple of weeks to work properly. How did you beat Bella Caliker in a day?
Are we outside of the computer lab?
Directly outside, but
Or
it's
we just,
deserted.
Okay.
You notice that the whole place is very much barren. Susie and Rioma, I'm gonna need both of you to roll stealth checks.
Yikes.
Remember, if you have any relevant aspects, you can spend a fate point to tag them and re-roll or change one of the dice that you rolled if necessary.
I want to re-roll using my Reckless Rebellion, please.
What are you rebelling against in this scenario?
Or in my Reckless Rebellion, it was my
I
period
know.
where I was sneaking into people's houses and stealing shit.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
That was that phase, was I was sneaking in people's houses and stealing stuff.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Please be better. Thank God. Yes.
Cool. Rioma, do you want to change that at all?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
He also wouldn't have tried.
Uh,
Like, he wouldn't have, like...
Go ahead and roll me an awareness check. I will roll one for Brain.
Simon Cowell.
For the guy.
Simon Zegas.
Is. There we go.
Yikes.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Goodness. For a little bit, it will take you guys a little bit to actually find Jody. But for the moment. So Simon says, ha 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 ha. It's not supposed to work that quickly, and it's certainly not to be that potent. I was expecting your ability level to double. I wasn't expecting you to be able to take on a level 5. What happened?
Mm, I I don't fucking know, dude. Whatever you gave me was clearly more potent than what I was advertised, because that just, it took me so off guard. I got so scared and angry. It, the fuck did you get me into, dude?
Don't. This doesn't make any sense. Look, I don't know how much I'm supposed to be telling you, but I've been doing this for a while, and this has never happened before. I don't... He stops. Whoever's at the end of the hall, do yourself a favor and step out.
I'm gonna grab his shirt and I'm gonna him into the fucking computer lab.
Okay.
Ryoma just like pops his head out immediately when that's said.
He catches a glimpse.
No,
Oh wait,
when they
actually,
call us out, we're not supposed to. Ah, jeez.
Jody, I am actually going to need you to. What's the roll here? What is the roll here? Fuck. There's no athletics. Is it might? Do I have a might skill here? I didn't put might in. What's wrong with me? Whatever. We'll just call this an unarmed. Go ahead and give me an unarmed check to actually like try to push him in. Give yourself a +2 to that though.
Okay. So
3.
3 then.
Cool. Yeah. You drag him into the computer lab. Do you like close the door? What do you do?
Yes, I close the door and I'm gonna put a chair and shit in it at the doorknob so it can't be opened.
Okay. Cool. So he manages to catch a glimpse of Ryoma's face before you push him into the room. Ugh. Jesus. Fine, whatever.
Listen, I don't want anyone hearing this conversation. I don't want to be caught up, publicly known that I'm caught up in all this shit.
You're not caught up in it. At worst, you were a victim of whatever you want to call us. Terrorist organization.
My fucking god, a victim doesn't make it better, dude.
Yes, it does. Means you're not going to be thrown in jail. I will.
The issue isn't even that, though. The issue is that I accepted it. I accepted it wholeheartedly. I shouldn't have.
Well, that sounds like a you fucking problem.
It is. It is a me problem. It's frustrating. Because this is scary. This is horrible. This goes against all of my instincts. But it's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Let's just get to the point. We're no one's around, I think.
Okay.
Hopefully they took that hint. What do you want?
I just needed to know, and I need to be sure, that you didn't tamper with the sample. You didn't do anything to, I don't know, mess with it or like change it at all.
Oh, I'm not that clever.
Okay. That must mean... Gotta mean that he changed... But why? Why would he do that? Look, I'll get this
Could
figured
certain
out.
people be more potent to or something?
No, look, you're already caught up in at least the biological aspect of this. By the way, Susie, Rioma, are you guys still gonna try to listen in on this conversation?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Especially after
Alright.
that.
Then I'm going to need you to roll me awareness checks to try to actually hear.
Really? My good roll, and I roll that?
Again, if you have an aspect relevant to it, you can re-roll it by
Do I
spending a
have an
fate point.
aspect of that?
Oh,
Bruh.
fuck.
That
Wait, look. That one is worth re-rolling.
hang on, I need
Okay,
to
I already used Reckless Rebellion, though.
wanna see.
Could I use obstinate? As I look up what the word obstinate means. I remember why I put it there, because he doesn't, when he's told to do, he just doesn't.
Um
That's what obstinate
yeah,
means, right?
hang on.
Yeah.
I think I could do Rags to Riches.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
That's
Okay.
great.
So I'm sorry. The aspect you wanted to use was obstinate?
Yeah, my
Uh
equality aspect.
yeah, I mean, that works. I would say that.
And you said
So,
I could I could either change one of my rolls to a 1 or reroll.
yep.
I think I'll reroll. Why not? That seems more
Yeah.
mathematically better.
And you have to spend a fate
There we
point to
go.
do this. Nice. Okay.
So I just won't hear anything. That's fine.
Okay. So,
But Rioma gets to hear everything.
yeah. Uh so Rioma, you hear what Simon's saying right now. Um because you're at least biologically involved. We already have a version of the amplifier that does basically this, that immediately boosts people's ability levels. It still only doubles it, but and it's for a limited time, but it works. The problem is that version of it has problems. It's it's a drug, and drugs have withdrawal symptoms. It's not a permanent change. So I don't know whether this whatever you got is permanent. And even if it is, I don't know if there will be any side effects. If you didn't change anything, then that means I fucked up, and I'm sorry. I gotta figure out what happened. So just keep you posted. And if anything happens, if you need some help with things like, I don't know, something weird going on with your ability, let me know. I know people that can help.
All right. All right. I'll trust you to figure this out. I just be safe, dude.
I don't know why you're caring about my well-being.
It's a scary situation. All right, get out of here.
Yeah, sure. He starts walking out. Ryoma, do you try to hide or whatever before he leaves?
I'm assuming Susie would try to make him no longer stand in the fucking center of the hallway.
Oh, absolutely. She's like, okay, Rioma, they're coming. Come
Okay,
on,
yeah,
come.
he tried to hide again.
Well, Susie doesn't hear them coming. That's why I'm asking Ryoma.
Oh, yeah. He probably steps back behind the wall, not like pinning himself to it, but probably not standing in the hallway.
Okay, so yeah, Susie would see Ryoma start to walk away and immediately react by grabbing his arm and running.
Yeah. It's like, all right, come on.
So Simon calmly moves the chair out of the way, opens the door, and walks out. As he does so, he makes a phone call. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. It's Ryoma this time. What do you mean you don't have anything? Whatever. We'll talk about it later. Hangs up
Oh no.
and walks off.
I'm not letting Ryoma out of my fucking sight.
She probably starts to feel some of the force
Oh no!
as
He's
he just stares blankly at the hallway.
Ooh.
Oh, you're the one who went after my brother.
She's gonna grab him much harder and be like, Ryoma, what are you talking about?
Hey, Suzuki,
Uh-huh.
let go of me.
Ryoma, I can't do that.
Susie, you know I care for you, right? If you don't let go, I might have to make you let go. Don't make me do that.
I think she's gonna let go.
Cool. You let go.
Hesitantly, but she's gonna let go. And be like, what?
He puts his hands in his pockets and just walks into the hallway and begins following him.
Okay. Jody, as you leave, you see Ryoma walking in the same direction that Simon left.
Uh-oh. Susie's gonna come around that door too and come talk to Jody.
Can I tell from like just seeing him that something's really going on with him now?
Let's see. Did I put that skill in this game? Let me see. I think
There's like there's empathy.
Yeah, there is empathy. Go ahead and roll. Roll an
He's
empathy.
probably got a fucking smile on his face, or maybe not. I don't know.
It's not. It won't be high. I don't think Ryoma's even trying to hide it. I don't think he needs
Oh no,
to.
he's not smiling or singing or anything. It's dead seriousness.
Oh no.
Yeah, cool.
That's so much worse.
Jody, yeah. He looks terrifyingly angry. So probably malicious intent.
Yeah. Jody's not gonna just say and then like and then just kind of look at him really confused.
He probably doesn't stop his gait at all. And she gets like a look out of like the side of his eye as he just walks by her and just keeps walking.
Okay. Jody, Susie, I believe Susie wanted to have a conversation.
Susie's gonna follow up behind Ryoma and look at Jody and be like, so, what you trying to hide?
What do you mean?
You're pretty abrupt throwing your friend in here. Who was that?
You know who that was, Susie. That was Simon
I do?
Zegas. He's one of the top 10. He's number 4.
He's one of the top 10?
Yep.
He's number 4.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was
in
number
that case,
5.
She's gonna
yesterday.
ask until yesterday?
Or, the day when Jody joined the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So she's gonna ask, so what were you doing hanging out with Simon?
He wanted to talk to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
About what?
About my position.
Listen.
How I got here.
She's gonna close the door behind her and say, listen, Jody, I like you. Ryoma doesn't get like that unless something is important. So what is happening?
I like you too. But I didn't ask you to butt into my business.
Well, when it affects my business, I have to.
I don't care. I'm not a part of that business. I appreciate you ask questions and caring for your friends. But right now, it shouldn't matter. I'm not associated with that.
Then what are you?
I'm just trying to go through school.
Don't make me have to hurt you, Jody. And then she
You
leaves.
won't.
And then she leaves. She's gonna leave.
Okay.
She doesn't want to hurt Jody. She doesn't want to fight her. But if Jody's doing some shady fucking shit that is causing danger for someone else, she might have to.
Okay. So Ryoma,
Gonna have to follow Rio.
are you like what pace are you walking at right now?
He's not running. He's not like power walking, but like a slightly faster regular walk.
Cool.
Unless he starts, if he completely loses sight of him, then he'll probably pick up pace.
Well, you already lost sight of him.
Well, very fast walk.
Cool. I'm gonna need an awareness check from you.
3.
Okay. Also, probably, yeah, we'll count a search as well.
2.
Okay.
Nice.
And let's see. Your ability level is
High.
Extremely high.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Nearly. Yeah, cool. So, those are actually a 5 and a 4.
Yikes.
Let me roll Simon self. Ooh, nice. Not enough though. You walk around and attempt to find Simon. Doesn't take you very long at all. You just push out your basically your globe of influence, and immediately he's in the nearest abandoned classroom, immediately behind the door, seemingly ready to jump out whenever necessary. What do you do?
What do we do? That's a good question. We do this. Do we know what his ability is?
Yes,
Like,
his
is it common
ability.
knowledge? Right.
His ability is foresight. It allows him to see into the future, not like super far into the future, just by maybe a few seconds to want to say 10 seconds in if he's really focusing.
Oh, that's great. That means Ryoma doesn't have to hide. So he walks over and gets pretty close to the door, and then just talks at a regular volume. You should just open the door. You know what's gonna happen if you come at me angrily or try to run right now.
I wasn't gonna do either of those things.
Oh, then
He
open the door.
opens it up. He walks out, and he is not even remotely fazed by you.
He smiles. I think we need a long talk.
Apparently, you look pissed. What did I do to you?
Yeah. Oh, it's not me. You should get back in that room.
Why?
Because I said so.
Man, you high tiers and your my right, my way or the highway bit. I'm beginning to understand. I'm beginning to understand why that faction works the way it does.
With that, he just grabs him with his power and shoves him into the room, and then steps in and closes the door.
Okay. Yeah. Do you like? Does he hit anything on his way out, or
No, he just wants to like shove him into the room. He's just gonna just
cool?
like as if like Ryoma just shoved him regularly,
Yep.
but just with the force.
Right. So you shove him into the room. You walk in. You close the door. Uh, he stumbles a little bit and says, "Huh. I was expecting to be bleeding by now. What's wrong?"
Oh, I don't want to hurt you that bad. You need to talk.
Oh man, you're funny.
You know,
So
I've told that a lot.
yeah. So what's up? Why are you following me?
Well, I couldn't help but overhear
You
a certain
absolutely could have
conversation.
helped.
I mean, maybe, but that's irrelevant right now. You called somebody, and my name was mentioned. Why?
Because I saw that you were listening and I needed more info on you.
And who did you get info on last time?
Last time, what?
Ryoma this time, is what you said. So that means there was someone before.
Oh, last time I needed info? I think that was. Yeah, that was Jody. I don't think I made any other comments. Jody, right? No. No, just Jody.
He nods. So, he just begins, like, now pacing around the room. It's probably very clear he's really trying not to be mad.
Hmm.
This faction he brought up, and this thing you're doing, I'm assuming they're connected. I'll jump to the chase. I want to meet the guy you keep calling, and who's giving you stuff.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Ryoma, look. You're not. You are not one of the people that I want to see hurt. You have something close to a conscience. And what you lack in it, you're trying to find.
Yeah.
But if you keep digging in this, not even you will be able to avoid what happens.
How much do you know about what's happened with everything that you're talking about?
I know what could happen to you if you keep going. And I know what I'm trying to do and what my department is trying to do. I know what other departments are trying to do, and I don't exactly agree with it.
Okay. So, how bad is he off right now mentally? Oh, he just assumes he's right. Okay. He tilts his head. I don't think that's gonna fly. You see, you might have done something to get this weird bump. He like flexes a little,
Hmm.
but I'm after something that does the opposite.
He looks at you with a actually, for the first time, actually concerned.
Oh, you do know what I'm talking about.
Who was it?
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It
Why?
matters a lot.
Someone close to me.
Obviously.
So, my good friend Simon, you're gonna tell me who?
You want the same thing to happen to you. Are you willing to risk that?
I don't think they could, to me, Simon.
They could. I guarantee it. And he's
How much do you
not.
know about me, Simon?
Hmm?
Do you know anything about me?
Well, you just managed to shove me into this room, and I have about 7 different visions right now of my head splitting open. So
Oh, good.
I know enough to know that I'm probably gonna die here. And
Well,
I know they could beat you.
huh. Not gonna lie, that's a little chilly, huh?
Yeah.
But I don't. He scratches the back of his head. You see, I don't have too much of a choice.
Oh,
They came for my brother, so it's personal.
fuck. Okay. You're right, you don't have a choice. You're already on their list. Okay. Fuck.
Well, that was my guess, yeah.
Fuck.
So please tell me their names.
I don't know their names. We don't work that way. Okay. All right, all right. I work for a group called Spectre, where the Bureau classifies us as a terrorist cell. We classify ourselves as a rebellion. But we don't exactly get along. There's 3 different cells of Spectre. I'm part of the recreation cell. We try to bump up people's ability levels, enable the low tiers, make it so that everybody's on a more level playing field, relatively speaking. At least to make it so that people can defend themselves. Try our best to work with people who are at a young age so that the change doesn't bring up any, red flags. I mean, ability bursts are getting more often. It's more common these days. That's why they came to me, and that's why I signed on. That's why I went to Jody. You probably didn't even notice what Bella Caliker was doing to her. That's kind of the problem. High tiers only ever notice themselves. They only ever pay attention to themselves and to each other. That's one of the things we're trying to write. But that's not the point. That's not the point. There's another cell that's way more aggressive. We have the amplifiers. They have the drainers. The chemicals that remove abilities. Or it's more like make them dormant. We can activate them again. But that's part of the problem.
Okay.
Sorry. They're not supposed to operate in this area. I don't. You're. But you said it was your brother. I'm assuming older?
He nods.
And he probably goes to school somewhere in their turf. Which is why he would have been targeted. But if. Fuck. God damn it! They're always looking for loopholes. Okay. Look, I can try to figure something out, but we always use code names and the best I can tell you is that cell is being run by someone nicknamed Viper.
Fitting.
Viper is vehemently against the very existence of high tiers. He wants all of their abilities drained. Every one. Very dogmatic motherfucker. Probably hypocritical too. I doubt anybody but a high tier could pull off what he pulls off.
While
has
this
the
is all going on, would I be able to catch up to Ryoma, or am I not going to be able to find him?
No, yeah, you find them. They're not too far. You'd probably
She
be
won't
able to
go
listen
in,
in.
probably.
You go in?
I said she would not.
Okay, would
She
not.
would not go in. She would just
Cool, cool, cool.
listen.
Yeah. His whole philosophy is that the world would be better off if no one had abilities, if everyone was a cripple. But specifically the high tiers. They're the ones, they're the reason the Bureau exists. If they got to your brother, and if you know what happened to your brother, then they're going to target you, Ryoma. Your family. Anyone that he's had contact with in the last few days, because his people aren't supposed to know that this happens.
He pauses. He seems to like think on that. And then another burst of like force comes around him as he looks even more upset. Takes a deep breath. That means they'd go after everyone I'm close to right now, huh? If they apparently can get to me, which means I have very little time.
You hold on. Now that I know what's going on, I can tell my superior we can try to enforce our turf. All right, they can't go into our fields as long as you stay in Maudlin. They can't do anything. We just need to be on high alert and keep them out of our turf. All right, there are people that I can talk to. There are channels I can go through. We can prevent this from happening to anybody else. And as far as your brother, there are ways that we can get that fixed. It's not as permanent as it seems.
How do they get by abilities? My brother was no one to snuff at.
It's about numbers.
Oh. Is that all?
Say it like it's simple. But
He nods and takes a big step towards Simon. I'm gonna need something from you.
I've already given you a hell of a lot.
One more thing. You know that power buffer you have? The big one?
I don't have it.
Oh, yeah, you can get it.
I can try.
He smiles. Please do.
It wouldn't work on you.
Why not?
It doesn't have any effect on people who are already this high level. At most, it would probably, I don't know, bump you up a couple decimals.
Where I'm at, a couple decimals is a big deal.
There's no way in hell my superior would approve it.
That's why he doesn't know. Look,
He
you're already
gets
this
this
far in
look in
deeper
his
than me.
eyes and says, I would die before I steal from them.
You're making it really hard not to do horrible things to you right now, and you're being really helpful.
He looks you dead in the eyes and says, whatever you're thinking about doing to me, I've had worse. So much worse.
He probably slowly begins raising his hand to him, and then he pauses, sighs, looks at the door. Fine. But if I do bump into them, I will wipe every single one of them I see out. I apologize to your faction or whatever. But I guess I can't ask you to steal from me. And hurting you here would probably make someone upset. So. Other than giving me your phone number, you're free to go.
He does pass you his contact info. And he says, like I said, I don't agree with what they're doing. But you can't deny there are some people out there who did. I don't think that's your brother. But I wouldn't be surprised if you know somebody does. I just want you to think about it the next time you talk about Spectre. And if you allow, he's going to walk away.
He does.
Okay.
Susie's gonna step out from in front of the door, so that way the door like opens towards her, so that way she's hidden behind it.
Mm-hmm. Roll a stealth check real quick.
Was it like, what kind of room was it? Was it like a classroom with like desks and chairs?
Yeah, it's got like desks, chairs, the works.
Fantastic.
Thank
Cool.
God, my stealth is high.
That's a 4. Okay, yeah, you pass. He walks away, thankfully, in the opposite direction of where you're standing.
Mm-hmm.
The second he's like a couple, like Ryomi hears that Simon's several steps away, he exhales as Susie would probably hear a very loud ruckus as all the chairs and desks in the room begin they're just thrown backwards.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna come around the corner. She's not gonna say anything at first. She's just gonna quietly close the classroom door.
You know, Susie Q?
Hmm.
You're the reason he's not dead right now.
I assumed so.
There's a lot I probably need to tell you, huh?
You did promise you'd start telling me the truth more.
This is something I didn't want to. I assumed you talked to Jody.
She didn't answer anything.
I don't think she knows anything.
She just told me to stay out of it.
That sounds like Jody.
By the way, Jody, where did you go after all of this? Just so we know.
After that,
After Susie ran out on you?
Mm.
yeah, she probably just closed the door and just sat at the computer.
Cool. Yeah.
And now just actively trying to distract herself from all of this.
Gotcha. Continue. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. I was also wondering what happened to Jody. So okay. Then you said okay. She says, "This is the thing you were warning me about without warning me, huh?
He
The
nods.
question you told me not to ask."
He nods. Well, cat's out of the bag.
Your brother's powers were taken?
Oh, you were listening. Oh, well, that makes sense. You've been hanging out with me. Yeah, there's a group, and they're assholes, and I will. He then just pauses, nods. I'll keep that part to myself.
You don't have to. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah,
She's gonna walk over.
apparently, I can't take them all, which is a moderately infuriating idea.
Well, that's what I'm for, right?
I do not want you involved in this. There's a chance I have to effectively go to war.
And you're gonna go alone? While I
He-
I do not doubt that you could take on as many people as you want. That in a non-horny way. That's for me, not Susie saying that.
I was gonna say.
Um, while I know that you could take on as many people as you want in a fight, I do not think that you could handle this alone. Not not just in the fighting sense. I mean,
Oh, I mean, you're probably completely right. I would probably die during this.
well, yeah. You think I want that?
He shrugs. Probably not.
No, I don't. You're my friend. I don't
Well-
want anything bad to happen to you.
Yeah, well, you know.
No, not yeah, well, you know. Look, you pulled me out of the Tobias fight. You put yourself in that. I'm putting myself in this. You don't
Yeah.
just push me away with that.
Shit. You have a good point.
I usually
Well,
make good points.
I don't know if you want to be here for the second part, but there's someone I probably need to also talk to about this.
Which is?
So, other people might be targeted. Other high tiers who might deserve it. Well,
Like,
Rachel might be the biggest bully I know.
Rachel?
Might be.
No, the queen. She gets mad. I am the biggest.
God comes down with might be.
Just freaking
Which means
He
water
said nobody in
rips through the
Maudlin,
classroom.
though, right?
there's a chance she leaves Maudlin and she's not. Looking at her wrong gets you punched in the face. Granted, I don't know if that would change if she didn't have abilities. She's just an
Right.
angry woman.
Can I ask a quick question? Susie lives in Maudlin, right? Or does she not? She lives outside of it, doesn't she?
I think her parents are a little bit outside. So it would be questionable whose cell your home is the jurisdiction of. But your home is also well known as a low tier community with like one high tier living there.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it has also been well known to be rather safe since that high tier started living there. So
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I'm not gonna get targeted. I don't need that shit. Susie's a good girl. She's done
there's-
nothing wrong.
you're pretty sure you are not going to be targeted, but the problem with Spectre is you can never know.
I mean, going based off of what I just heard, it sounds like his brother didn't really do anything and wasn't supposed to be targeted, and he was targeted anyways.
Well, again, Viper.
Why was he targeted? Is what
Viper
I want to know.
just wants all high tiers gone.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then she's still on the fucking table. Fuck.
Potentially.
Fucking hell, this guy. Whoever this Viper is a problem.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna say that. She's like, whoever this Viper person is a problem.
Yeah.
For all high
that-
tiers, not just me, you, or your brother.
Yeah, well, this kind of, unfortunately, brings us to the second part of the idea I just had.
Which is...
Well, talking to Rachel is going to inevitably lead back to talking to T, and talking to T is going to might as well get all the royals in, and then we got a little King's Court squad. They're not going to like what I have to say, though.
Should I talk to them?
Oh, they hate you because you associate with me. So it's equivalent of me talking to them.
That's a good point.
Oh no, I just admitted I know they hate me.
Well, it's
They are my
nice
friends though.
It's nice to know that you have some grip to reality.
He shrugs. Sometimes it's hard to accept that the only people you talk to is your one genuine friend and people who hate you. Now come on, we gotta go possibly stir up bullshit.
Before he walks away, she's gonna grab his arm and say, "You know I'm right here, right?
Yeah, I can see you.
I mean, no matter what, I've got your back."
He just smiles and nods.
She's gonna smile back.
Nope.
And then, yeah, she'll follow him wherever he's gonna go.
So,
To the
Just
roof,
wanted
'cause
to-
that's the only place I know where T hangs out.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
yes, your best friend that hates you very much.
amidst all of this chaos,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna ask for a little history check from Ryoma.
Oh.
0.
So you go up to the roof. You open the door, and no one is there.
Uh-oh.
And it is at that moment that you remember that there was a turf war today.
Oh shit.
Where was that turf war?
Uh,
Oh no!
You know the location. You can go there if you want. It's probably like in full swing by now.
He looks at Susie, looks her up and down, and goes, "You want to go to turf war?
Sure, I guess.
Let's go."
Cool.
Okay, how fast do we need to get there? Where are they? Where are we going?
I answer none of these questions.
I fucking.
Let me actually check where you guys are going. Let's see. Last time you guys went up against Volta.
Like, do I need to activate my power and put Ryoma on my back?
Well,
Nah, you're fine. Uber.
I'm faster than Uber, trust me.
You're faster than a car? Damn.
Oh, she's fast,
I
baby.
collect the voltage of
She
a
is
battery.
literally electricity.
She's probably
Yeah.
told him this before. It's like I collect about the wattage of a car battery every hour.
Yeah, but
And
wouldn't
I
it like
sell it.
drain you and you would like what if someone attacks you when we're there?
Then I just charge back up.
You could charge that up that fast?
I mean, if I grab a car battery, I'd charge up real fast. You've seen me.
I-
You've seen me hook myself up to a power grid.
Oh my
That's
dear
why we need
sweet
the
Susie.
Uber.
My dear sweet Susie, where the hell are you gonna just find a car battery laying down?
I don't know. A power line?
No, just in my
Uber.
back pocket. I bring it everywhere with me.
No, she's gonna fucking grab a power line and she's good.
That's fair. Those are everywhere.
Those are everywhere. She just swing on power lines, bro. Like her fucking name is Spider-Man.
Does she chew on batteries?
Yeah.
I do.
Well,
She
okay, wait a
instead of
second.
instead of wasting batteries, she's very economical. She just puts her fingers on the insides of the battery ports and charges it herself while she's playing like handheld games.
Oh my god.
She
That sounds
charges her
really
phone.
goddamn useful though. Like
She can charge her phone. She just like holds the end of the power cable.
So this turf war is in Brunswick. It's a port town, kind of like a couple miles out. You guys can go there pretty quickly by like, train, taxi, by your own freaking selves. And you stop by the location of the turf war, which is like this skate park with a whole half pipe situation going on.
rad.
And
That's pretty sick, bro.
you stop by just in time to catch Phil and Mina at work. As a reminder, Philomena, or Phil and Mina Galanus, is a person who suffers from dissociative identity disorder. Their ability is Flame Haze, which I will describe what that means in a second. And their level is 5.6.
And they're like two different people inside the same body, basically.
Yes. Which makes them highly predictable, and is the only reason that they are the Jack, despite having such a comparatively low ability level. So they are currently going up against somebody who... Yeah, fuck it. They're currently going up against somebody with some weird ice power. that guy seems to be skating around the rink like it's an ice rink, and ice kind of follows in his wake. He can pop up ice spikes and stuff as he's going. He is running for his fucking life right now. As Phil, currently Phil is the one in charge, is moving with such a crazy fucking pace. The only thing you can see of him is this like hazy, incomplete image built off of heat and just like smoke, steam rising off from the ice as he's following. And it takes you a second to realize that he is actually leaving something behind as he moves. He's propelling himself with the heat from his body. You watch as this like ice skater kid gets like running for his life, gets a hand up against the back of his scalp, and you see smoke rising from where the skin makes contact.
Oh god, ew, oh no.
Yeah.
Have you ever smelled burning flesh?
No.
This shit is awful.
Yeah. This guy screams and twists around to get Phil's hand off of him, which is the biggest mistake he could have made.
Oh no, don't.
In so doing, his foot slips and he is mid-fall when Phil blasts through him. I'm talking 1 second, he is on the right side of this guy. The next, he's on the other side.
Oh no. Oh no, this poor man.
It takes a second before this guy's skin begins to blister.
Oh.
As he
God.
falls to the ground, rolling, screaming. One of the students from the other team runs over, and this girl, presumably either a jack or a healer that was brought on to make sure that, no residual damage remains, raises up her hands, and this guy glows with like a green light, and his, skin returns to normal as he's panting. Then Phil is on the healer, his hand on her throat, raising her up, and says, "Who the hell told you to heal him yet? Phil!" He drops her. She coughs. Her neck is red from where Phil was grabbing. Heals herself. Fuck, dude. Nobody deserves this. And their king says, "Yeah, no way in hell, man. You guys win. All right, we're done with this. Come on, guys." Jesus fucking Christ.
That's something to fuck with shit.
Yeah. T walks over to Phil, and Phil kind of like smiles bashfully. Guess I kind of got carried away there, huh? T slaps him so hard he falls prone.
Oh my god.
And you guys see just this like black covering of his armor across his hand kind of recede afterwards. How many times do I have to tell you this? I can't stop Rachel from tearing up our opponents, but I can easily stop you. You need to fucking chill. I know for a fact you could have beaten that guy without causing blisters all over his damn body. People already think of us as... He stops. I'm already thought of as a king without really feeling like one. I want to be thought of as a monster too. Rachel just kind of rolls her eyes as she's sitting in the back eating a chocolate bar. And then she looks up and sees Ryoma, and fire lights in her eyes.
Uh-oh.
Phil, or rather now Mina, cries a little bit and, yeah, okay, I'm sorry, T. I'll try to rein Phil in. Tell Phil to rein himself in, Mina. You're doing fine. He's a piece of shit.
Damn.
Damn. Damn, Roy fucking killed him.
That's not how Phil works. It's not like that. Sorry, I don't know how to explain it. It's fine.
Jesus
Look, you
Christ.
just talk to Miss Nowak when you get back, okay? He turns around and sees you. Oh, you're late. And you brought a
Yeah.
+1. Can't believe I was about to say
Um,
without permission.
A +1
hit,
what?
you're my
You are
+1.
the +1.
Oh, I meant a +1 without permission? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Hey T. Hey Rach. Um,
You
he didn't.
see like the little whirling water blades around her fingertips as she looks at you.
Um, did the other people leave yet?
Yeah, they left. They're
Oh,
like
great.
We
practically
should probably
running.
talk somewhere more private. To not just
He
start
watches
talking
them
about it
leave,
right here.
and then he turns, and the smile completely goes away. Put them away, Rachel. We have to talk.
Hmm.
She has her whirling blades.
Yeah, right. She looks kind of confused, seeing that you're actually serious for a second, and does recede her blades.
He walks just over to them, and then he just sits down on a non-existent chair.
I know, of course he
You-
does.
Cool.
Susie just like comes over and like, I don't know, holds her knees sitting on the ground next to him. Okay, this is happening.
There are like, places. It's a skate park. There are like benches.
She's just gonna sit next to him. She doesn't want to risk anything.
Okay.
So, this is awkward.
Yeah, no shit.
How do I go about this?
Should probably start from the beginning.
No, I think I know where to start. He then pivots to Rachel. So, I know what your response is going to be. And I need you to give me like 10 extra seconds before you have that response after I say the words that I'm going to say, okay? There is a chance that anytime you personally leave Mauville, you are attacked.
Fuck
Now
yeah.
let me explain. Now he puts a hand up. I'm being serious. Now let me explain. And then he explains the people who are like it out for the high tiers, particularly those who are bullies, because he does say probably the biggest bully I know.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the part of that you had a problem with.
Susie's like, why are you what? That's what you have an issue with?
Well, I told you, even if she
Bully is just another word for somebody who's power.
No, it's another word for someone who's a
Susie, this is a losing battle. We don't win this one.
Right, sorry.
So, with that being said to you, he looks at T. You are probably fine, but you're on her. She's part of the court, and I wanted you to hear that.
How is this even possible?
We don't know.
I just know it's possible.
He looks around and like there's a whole lot of things going through his head that you guys can't see, but you can see that they're going through it.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, you already know I can't control Rachel. And he gives Rachel the side eye, and she seems to have something going through her head for a second as well. So these guys probably going to try and take away my ability.
Yeah, probably at some point.
I feel crazy. Because I actually believe you.
He smiles, like a genuine smile, and goes, "Oh my god, you have no idea how happy that makes me here. Oh, I thought this would be a lot harder to convince you."
I said I believe you. Didn't say I was going to run from it. Or hide.
Oh, no.
He smirks. "I don't recall saying we were hiding."
We?
He stands up. "I'm first on their list, probably. So I'm as much in this situation as she is."
Are you... Hold up a second, Windback. Rachel stands up and walks towards you
How dare you
with
throw
like
things
this
at me, Dazzy?
bewildered like smile on her face. Are you suggesting we team up?
Yeah, actually. With tea.
Fuck no. I'd rather be caught dead than be on a team with you. Shit, I'd rather lose my ability than be on a team with you.
See, I thought you
That's
would say
kind of
that.
harsh.
I thought you would say that. But, see, I think I would feel bad. He pauses. "I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't care. I think that certain people would feel bad knowing you were attacked and lost your ability because you're a prideful, spiteful bitch. Instead of just wanting to let me help you."
She looks over at Susie. What, you're talking about your girlfriend over there? Would you give a
What?
shit if I lost my ability?
We're not. Wait.
Okay, nix that comment. Would you give a shit?
I mean, I think I'd give a shit if anybody was put through something that they didn't want to be put through.
She's a genuinely
So,
good person.
yes.
Ugh. Bleeding hearts.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
She's learning.
I'm so sick of this high and mighty bullshit from you people.
Eh, we're high tiers.
So am I.
Yeah, but you weren't always one, right?
I guess that's true.
Rachel just smirks again. Yeah. Look, if you really give a damn whether I lose my ability or not, then try to find me and protect me. Not like I give a shit.
I don't.
Rachel, why are you
What?
always like this?
Because, and she looks you dead in the eye and says, when you're strong, you gotta prove it. You don't let anybody tell you what to do. You don't let anybody walk over you. Because the moment you show weakness, everyone will take advantage of it.
You know this strength in numbers, right? You're on a team currently.
We
What is
always...
just...
Rachel demands one-on-one fights.
Yeah, I know.
You
If
really
you
are just so prideful, aren't you?
Piss her off, please.
She looks at you, Susie, and she says something that actually might ring.
Oh.
More people to rely on is just more people to stab you in the back. And she looks at Ryoma, don't trust this fucker. One iota.
Why? What have I done to make you not trust me? I have been very forefront with you, mostly.
You're the strongest, and you're not the king.
Well, yeah. Look at him. He just motions to T. I couldn't rein in Phil if I tried. I couldn't keep a team together with
Yes,
you.
you could. You would just have to think about it, and Phil can't move an inch.
Power-wise, yeah, but there's more on a team than just being physically stronger than everybody.
And that's why I don't trust you. Because we don't think anywhere near the same.
I want to put you in the ground so hard right now.
And you're not doing it. Means you don't have the guts to be worth my team. And it means I don't know when you're going to think I'm going too far.
Oh, is that it? His hair begins going up as his clothes ripple. You just want me to beat you into submission?
I want you to try.
Remember what happened last time you attacked me? And I threw you in the air? Played with your blades like a toy?
Have you seen me attack you yet? I don't want you to defend yourself. I want to see you actually hurt someone. I want to see you grow some fucking balls. Go on.
He sighs.
Susie's gonna like take a couple of steps back.
He looks at Susie. Looks at T.
T has this expression on his face like he knew this was gonna happen. He very much sees that this is a thing that Rachel would do, and he wishes he could change her, but he knows he can't.
Oh, cool. Everyone thinks the same thing at the same time.
It's like, yeah. I think maybe you should just, toss her around just a little bit.
He looks at, he then like fully turns to Susie.
Uh-oh.
Can I fight her?
Why are you asking me?
Because I don't have
this
a moral compass.
pansy ass bitch is asking for permission.
I don't want to hurt you that bad. I need you on my team. And besides, if I were to get you and lose her, I'm still down a teammate. Dumbass.
Rachel's just gonna start walking away.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Oh, great. Is there like anything loose around?
Loose.
Like a trash barrel that isn't bolted to the ground?
No, not. She's not.
There is a trash barrel that is like chained, but the chain's pretty easy to break.
Can I grab it and just? He doesn't want to throw it at her. I want to throw it in front of her.
Okay. Trip her?
No, to just stop her from walking.
Okay, you do that. She starts walking around it.
All right, fine. He then just goes to grab her.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you don't have to roll for this. You have her in your clutches. She can't move.
He just turns her around so she faces him, brings her a little closer, and puts her down.
Is this the game we're playing?
Attack me.
So let me get this straight. You want to go after people who not just can steal people's abilities, but will? And apparently have no qualms about attacking children. With the attitude that you only hurt the people who hurt you first?
No. Let me spell it out for someone as dumb as you. I can't hurt you too bad because I need you on my team. I don't care about them.
I don't think that you can hurt me at all.
He looks at he just sighs. Okay. Fuck it. And then he just goes to blast her with a giant wave of force.
Just fucking throw her.
Yeet! Go ahead and roll me a missile check.
I don't think I'm good at that.
Probably not, but you don't need to be.
Poor.
Stone cold stunner, for real.
You
could
could
talk to chat for a minute.
As a reminder,
Can I use my fate point?
Yeah, sure.
Joker. Yeah.
What?
it's
Wait.
gonna-
What's your what aspects? What aspect are you triggering?
My ability.
Spatial command. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Go
Um.
ahead and re-roll it,
yeah.
or do whatever you want. As far as that's
What would
concerned.
rerolling do for me? Rerolling's probably better. Yeah, it's much better.
Let me
Yeet the Rachel.
take a look.
Yeet. What Susie meant in that moment, by the way, is like, I'm not gonna stop you. Is like, you do what you need to do.
Hmm.
And I feel like Ryoma would understand that.
Oh no.
He doesn't understand that?
Ryoma's gonna hurt her.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You.
Well, the push might not hurt her. When he grabs her and slams her into the ground, that might hurt her.
Would I count this? Yeah,
Time
I
to
think I would
assert your
count this.
dominance, Ryoma.
So that result is actually a 3, due to ability differences.
Is that kind of person? Yeah.
Ooh. You
Uh-oh.
blast her back. She flips and flips backward, lands on her feet, and rushes you. You can easily stop her before she gets to you. Just
He
that's what she does.
smirks, like as if this was something he just needed today.
Mhm.
And he wants to just. Is she forming her blades?
Not yet.
Then he's just gonna try to stop her.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna try to stop one leg, just force it so she just slams into the ground.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
So messed up. I love
I'll count that as a will check.
Average. Come on, Ryoma.
Oh, right.
I'm
Yeah.
good at this one too.
Oh, no
it.
worries.
Susie's
You
gonna
succeed.
be over here like, this is where the training comes in.
Hang on.
Here comes Susie with the
Yes.
chair. No! There's no... Susie's not bringing a chair.
Let me just pop these over onto a new layer.
Let's go.
Yo,
The fight
it's
board.
fight time! How you doing over there, Salt?
Bro, I'm fucking chilling.
I devoured my popcorn. I would just over the ropes.
You guys are fighting. I'm over. Jody's back at the fucking
Like playing
computer
Minecraft.
lab playing Minecraft. Yeah.
Yeah. Same fucking wavelength. Amazing. Okay, yeah. So Ryoma inflict a 2 to 4.
Do I need to pee? I think I need to pee.
Let's see. Applies a -1 penalty to all actions for the duration of the scene. Cool. So yeah, you trip her. She was rushing fast, so she face plants. Her face skids along the sidewalk of the skate park. So she's definitely hurt. She is gonna get up and form blades along her left hand as she tries to swipe at you. I am going to have her roll for that. Let me check. I have in my notes her
This is
stats.
so fucking intense.
There we go.
Oh, I love it here.
So, oh right, that's let's see, -1 because of the ability, -1 because of hurt. That is a +1 total. So this is a melee attack. How is Ryoma gonna defend against it?
He's going to. No, he doesn't need to beat her. He needs her to submit. He's going to step into the attack, pushing his force all around him. As with his hands, he's gonna just try to deflect her down.
Okay.
I was thinking unarmed.
Sure, go for it.
I am way too horny for this.
Bro,
You really are. We're on YouTube. like shit.
I know.
Didn't you have to piss like 30 seconds ago? What do you think?
I said I think I have to. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if
I
I
got
need to or not. I have
average,
to
and I know my
think about
power
it.
buff.
Oh, right. So that's actually she gets. Wait. So yeah, no. You don't take any damage from this. Um, so you deflect her with your hand. Uh, and what do you do after?
He deflects her down.
Right.
Then he pushes his hand towards her chest. And just in a very monotone voice, submit. As he just pushes all the force into her chest and goes to just launch her away.
Okay. I'm gonna call that another unarmed,
Woo!
as your hand is the catalyst.
Oh no.
Cool.
Oh,
Plus 1, so 4. Let's get her. Oh, I just realized I've been rolling in private. My bad. Or
you're
no, I haven't.
fine. You're the DM. You're good, Chief.
All
Yeah,
right,
I thought we
cool.
weren't supposed to say it.
Um,
And yeah, you give me shit every week about my fucking private rolls.
I don't. Nobody was giving you shit. We're just letting you know it's happening. Look.
All right, let's give him
Uh-huh.
shit.
You're not even in my sessions, Nil. You're always too busy. Too busy to let me be your DM.
Okay.
Imagine
Oh,
Oh wait,
having a
actually,
stable
this would
job.
be. No, this would actually be a -1 to this roll, so that's
And she's
-2.
pinned down. Is she
She
gonna
got-
tap?
You got 5 shifts on her.
Damn.
Fuck me, dude.
Okay. She is injured. You send her flying back. She hits a like the steel beam of a light fixture, and there is a
Ooh.
crack somewhere in her body. You're not sure where,
Oh no.
but you can hear it from here. She is on one knee and looks up, and you see a hint of fear in her eyes, which just means that her defiance is stronger than ever. I will never submit again. And you see something that you have never seen from her before. She raises her hands, swings them out, and the blades that are usually bound to her lash out and become chainsaw whips
that's cool as shit.
that
Dude, that's so fucking
race
metal.
out to you. Let's see.
That's fucking metal as fuck, dude.
That is a total of a -1 to this roll, despite her skill. She gets a
my God.
-4. You don't even need to roll to defend this. As she swings out, you hear that crack again, and her right arm goes limp, and she cries out in pain. T rushes forward to like hold his hand up in front of you as he reaches out to try to pick her up. And she, of course, being Rachel, slaps his hand away. Don't touch me! She looks up at you, Ryoma. And you can see in her eyes that she registers now you're willing to hurt people. You have some degree of a respect from her. But it's not submission. It will never be that.
He begins approaching.
She doesn't move. She just stares at you. And T says, Ryoma. Her arm's broken, dude.
He just keeps walking. He just nods, goes, "Yeah, it looks it." Are you done, Rachel?
Are you?
You're the one who wanted me to hurt you. Is this sufficient? Or do I need to make you stand in a crater?
What do you want from me?
I want you to understand that even me, this much more powerful than you, can't take Spectre alone.
He blinks and thinks about that for a second. Actually, go ahead and let me check the skill list
That
again.
was like the perfect thing to say.
Empathy, charm, intimidation.
I would say charm actually.
I was also
Damn.
trying
Can
to.
we pick a different skill?
Nope.
Hey!
Yo!
That's a total of a +3. She doesn't resist, so she takes that in and looks at you as she stands up. If you betray me, I will make your life a living hell. I don't need an ability to do that.
He puts his hand out, just regularly. If I betray you, I'll let you stab me.
With her left unbroken arm, she shakes your hand. You have my contact info. Let me know
He
when
nods.
we're hitting them and where.
Yeah. He looks at T. You're the one I thought that a regular conversation might actually prevail.
Whoever these people are, they have students in the school. At least from what you told me, not the same cell or whatever, not the same people, but people related to them.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous enough. But I have a duty to protect the students. I'm not leaving Maudlin. I'm not leaving this school. Whatever turf wars we got, and he says this loud enough for the others to hear, we're calling them off. Maudlin stays to itself for now.
It's not like any other school actually thinks they can beat us, so.
That is very true.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Yeah. Now,
I'm starving.
I really need to use the bathroom as well. So
10-minute break!
yeah, well, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We'll have probably like an hour to an hour and a half once we get back. Thank you everybody who has been watching. We will return shortly.
Yeah. We are so back. Hello.
Women.
All right.
Woman. You're the one.
Welcome
playing the
back,
woman.
everybody. So,
I'm just.
we left off on a very one-sided Rioma versus Rachel fight.
It was so fucking hot.
Predictably so. Freaking yeah. Let me just go ahead and clear these.
No one needs to see the aftermath of the fucking.
Well,
the Regis
yeah,
just,
she
what
is.
the fuck
I
is
mean,
happening?
she's still, you know,
It's not backwards.
she's definitely still like injured. She broke her arm. She's gonna need a healing tonic in a few days.
Flipped.
But you know, it's life.
You.
So, Jody,
Me.
you spend the rest of your day at school in the computer lab. When do you go home, would you say?
Well, when it starts to become 5.
Okay.
No, don't laugh. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Just the way you phrased that, I figured you were gonna say when it starts to become dark, and then you said when it starts to become 5. So you could have just said 5.
Hey, I will spice to my words.
Anyway, so yeah, you head home. Let's see. Go ahead and roll me a spot check.
Ruggy. Spotting. My best one.
Well,
I just knocked over my switch. Hello.
Good job.
Stone
you
came barging in with lore.
you walk home. Do you take like a
Just
train
fucking-
or anything to get home?
How far away is it?
Good question. Let's see. In Maudlin, your section of town would be kind of far off. It'd be like kind of on the edge-ish of town.
Okay.
That's where most of the low tiers live.
Yeah, it's like a few neighborhoods away from mine, I think.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
my neighborhood is very safe. Because hi, I'm here now.
Mhm.
I don't know if yours is.
How long of a walk would it be? Would you say? Because I'm trying to like justify if she would do something while walking, if she does walk, or if she just takes a train.
Like an hour 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, she would walk. She would walk.
Okay.
She
So-
uses that hour to smoke a cigarette.
All right. Yeah. You walk for like an hour plus, just smoking a cig out in the open as a teenager. Nothing wrong with this.
No, not at all. Definitely not.
No one stops it nowadays.
Well, about that. Hang on, let me roll something.
Oh, he's getting out the dice.
What
Well,
die
he's
am I
getting out
gonna use?
the big boy dice.
He's getting out the big boy dice. He's getting out the click clacks.
We'll go ahead and take that.
I'm fucked. Home slice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fucking over for you, buddy.
Just put on my gravestone.
Yeah,
I had the
okay.
biggest ass.
Luckily for
will.
you,
Uh-huh.
you don't pass by any authorities on the way.
Oh, thank goodness.
Because they absolutely would not tolerate that shit. So you're walking for like 45, 50 minutes.
Mhm.
And mind you, you're going through some like crowded streets and stuff. Like it's nightlife. It may be Tuesday, but people still have work.
See.
And you feel someone tap your shoulder.
So she is to give out a yelp and then turn.
Cool. You turn around and you see the trench coat looking motherfucker you saw a few days ago that handed the amp out. And he raises his hand to his lips with like a look. Like, his finger to his lips. And raises his hands up. Don't worry. Just want to talk.
You always startle people in the dark?
The ones I don't know very well, yeah.
It's a bit of a bad habit.
He shrugs. Surprisingly, everyone reacts different. I'm surprised you don't have a blade on my neck right now.
I'm not used to being able to do that. And
Fair enough.
why are you here suddenly?
Let's walk and talk. Standing is too suspicious. You guys walk
Right.
for a little bit, and he says, "The kid told me what happened. Your powers rose. Your ability rose almost instantly. That's
Yeah.
not supposed to happen, as you already found out. I've been asking up the chain all day, but nobody's given me any straight answers. So, let me tell you my theory so you can do some tests of your own. I think that, unbeknownst to me, I was given an experimental batch. Which means that experimental is running through your bloodstream.
Oh, that's reassuring.
From what I've gathered, based on our mutual friend's observations, he thinks your ability level tripled or maybe even quadrupled rather than doubled. So whatever you were at before, probably closer to a 6 or a 7 by now.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Not even.
What the fuck was I at before?
I think you were like at a 1.7. So actually, let me do some math real quick.
Jody's going on a
No, you were a
bad
you were a 1.9. I remember because you were like just shy of being mid tier.
Yeah.
A little much, probably not. Okay. What would be the halfway point? Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. So let me just put this down in my notes real quick.
I can't believe it.
What?
I
Can't
can't
believe
believe they're coming to me and saying, "Oopsie, we gave you the wrong thing." Fucking hate this shit.
Oopsie. Well, that's what you get for taking
Oopsie.
drugs, kids.
Oh man,
Don't do drugs,
don't do drugs.
kids.
Don't do drugs.
And dare program time.
Especially with goofy fuckers in an alleyway in a trench coat, saying they're a terrorist.
Yeah, they did tell you, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we're terrorists, by the way. Oh, that's fine.
According to
Here,
the
take some
bureau,
drugs.
but like, who trusts the feds, right?
Here, take some drugs, kid.
Disclaimer.
Don't listen to them.
That's
Disclaimer.
That's not
do
a.
not
This
do
is
drugs.
entirely
Do
fictional.
not.
This is
Fucking
entirely
do not.
fictional.
Entirely fictional. Do not do drugs, kids.
This is for the
We
hee
do
hees
not
and hoo-hoos and
condone-
ha-has.
Don't smoke. Don't drink. Don't fuck.
We do
Don't.
not condone
Just don't.
any misconduct or any disregard of authority figures here. All totally fiction.
That too.
Yeah. So,
Write that down.
with
Write
that
that down.
established,
Write that down.
with that established, sorry, thinking. You're like,
this RP's gonna put me in the grave. If it doesn't put me in the grave, I'm gonna fucking get graduated.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have. You weren't. No agency has you. So
What?
he says, in terms of side effects, it's possible you could lose your ability. Not fully, obviously, just reduced back to what you were. If that happens, it'll probably happen about 2 weeks from now, maybe more. If that doesn't happen, congratulations, but there could still be problems. Nothing physical or even mental. It wouldn't change anything about your body or your mind. But if your ability becomes more difficult to use, if it becomes erratic, if something changes with that, that's when you should call him.
Him?
Our mutual friend.
Oh, okay.
Too risky to give you my contact info. But just know that I have ways to fix it. Or at least make it more comfortable.
Well, nothing comes easy these days, huh? Man, can't say I'm surprised.
Well, yeah. He does tend to paint it as a safer thing than it actually is. Manipulating your ability is no joke. Oh, and as far as your friends, there's no doubt that they're on the cell's radar now. We don't have the equipment to do anything awful to them. But we've got more than enough people on about the same playing field. Just make sure they know not to talk.
Well, if they'll even hear me out.
They've got people on the fucking inside. Oh no!
That's not what he said. He said they have people on the same playing field, as in the same level. The same ability level.
Yeah, wait.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Ryoma.
Yeah, you're good, though.
So,
GG.
GG, bro. GG.
he shrugs and says, well, if they don't, that's their fault. And as you guys stop at a red light, he turns to look a different direction than where you're going. Basically as if to say, this is where we part ways. And says, if you got any questions, ask them quick.
I can't say I do.
Good. Smart. Take it easy. Hopefully, we don't see each other again.
Hopefully.
And your light goes green. You walk away. You study that. Yeah. You study that night. You do whatever you can to take your mind off of it. Is there anything in particular you want to do that night? Or do we just skip it?
she is going to go into the bathroom at around midnight. And she's going to look into the mirror and she's going to contemplate extremely deeply about who she is as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now she can tell that she is on a very thin line between two different kinds of people. And she's going to sit there for about an hour. And she's even going to like tear up looking at herself, trying just to really think about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to leave it with that to where when she grabs a pair of scissors and she starts cutting her hair.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Okay.
Yo, emotional breakdown where we cut our hair. Let's go! That's how I used to do it. If I still had scissors, I'd do it again.
But yeah, that's what she leaves for the night.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you an image of what her hair looks like now, though.
Woo. Nope.
Picture update.
Let's see. Susie, you would just go back to your dorm, right?
Yeah, it's still a weekday night, so she goes back to her dorm.
Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. Lynette moved in yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's still like kind of unpacking. She's been really slow about it. Whenever she's like around school, you know, she's got like the, you know, wrappings around her hand. She's ready for a fight whenever, but she's also like really approachable. Lots of people come to ask her for help with specific classes. She's really good at English. And she's got, you know, she's got like a little bit of makeup all the time. She's got like her hair in a long ponytail. She's freaking pumped up, ready to go at the day. In the mornings and at night, she is the biggest fucking schlub you have ever seen in your goddamn life.
What do you... what?
She, like, you get back to your room, her hair is just all over the fucking place on her head. She's, like, looking at her Nintendo Switch, playing, like, Smash Bros. Online, and is just like, no, up there, oh, fuck! God damn it, Ness! Oh, jeez. Hey, Susie.
Yo, Salty's updated character looks so fucking hot. Let's go. Dibs.
So,
no, what? No,
bruh.
no, I call dibs. Fine.
What?
Nil, I want you to be real with me here.
Yeah,
Are you gonna fucking try to polyamory the second campaign that you've played in that I've run? Are you gonna try to do that?
My fault the first time.
The first, okay, but are you gonna try to make that happen?
He's cackling in the distance.
I was brought in after that happened. That was their fault, not mine.
But are you gonna try to make it happen again?
Who knows, man?
Fucking
I go where the wind takes me.
And that's why you're a windbag. So, yeah. She says, "Hey Susie, her bed's a fucking mess. There are like still like boxes lying pretty much everywhere on the floor because she hasn't unpacked."
As long as it's on her side of the room, Susie does not care. It's like, hey, Lynn. What?
Like that's her like as she's playing the game.
She falls into bed, laying on her back for a minute. Just kind of thinking about what happened.
Okay. There we go. That should do it. We'll end off on a high note. And she sets the switch on the dock and looks over at you. You all right?
She's like staring at the ceiling, like she's reliving the entire day over and over in her head. Everything from what they heard in the hallway to talking to Jody, what she heard Ryoma say, the chair blast, everything. The
Hmm.
fight, and especially the part where she got to see Ryoma's power in action for real this time.
Mhm.
And she's like, I don't know. That's a great question then. I don't
Hmm.
think anybody would be okay in this position, would they?
I mean, I don't really know what your position is, but if you want to talk, I'm here.
No. Nah, just no. I think I need to take a shower.
Okay.
Are you gonna use? Do you need to use the restroom anytime soon?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
She's got like fucking hair sprung up at different ends.
So you gotta let me braid your hair after this. After I shower, it's a
What?
mess.
What? Why? I like it. Look, I have to be prim and proper everywhere. I want to at least be like me in my room, right?
They're a vibe.
Like I totally get that. I just worry for your hair damage.
It'll be fine. Worst case scenario, I can just cut it.
True. So she gets up and like goes to take a shower. She like leans her head against the wall for a while and just thinks.
Hmm. Yeah.
After her shower, she'll probably text Ryoma.
Okay. So Ryoma, after everything, after your talk with Rachel and all that,
Yep.
do you like head home? What
Yeah,
do
he
you
goes
do?
home.
Home or the
Home,
dorms
home.
home?
Home. Okay. So yeah, you head home. Uh, you walk through the door, and when you do, you hear your father's voice for the
Oh
first
no.
time in a while.
Probably.
Uh, not talking to you, talking on the phone. Yes, about sometime around 7 p.m. today. Hmm. No, I didn't check before that. Right. Officer, I'm a grown man. You don't need to lecture me. Hmm. Yes, I'll let you know if he comes back. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
He just walks up. Was that about who I think it was about?
Uh, your father, who is kind of slightly graying man, like his well combed black hair is very slowly starting to gray and bald over. Um, he's got like this kind of set, like if you could take a businessman's bust, like their facial statue, and turn that into a person, that's him. Like a set in stone, stern expression. Uh, he looks around at you. More than likely, yes.
Fantastic.
We don't know where he's gone, but hopefully he just went back to school like we told him to.
That's unlikely.
And why do you say that?
I mean, given what happened, I doubt he'd want to just go back to normal.
He raises his eyebrow. What happened? It occurs to you, you don't know what your brother told them.
That's a good ass statement you just made.
Mm-hmm.
He pauses. Yeah, you know, the whole falling out with his group.
That's what you meant.
What did you think I meant?
Go ahead and roll a deception real quick, actually.
Gonna lie to my dad just like usual. A 1.
Could you do a thing to get another +1 on there?
I can't just add plus. No, I don't. I only have 1 left.
Don't they
nearing
reset
the end of the
during
session,
save?
bud.
Oh, then sure. I'll give myself I'll just give myself a +1 instead of rerolling.
Do you have an aspect that pertains to this situation?
I opened and closed my sheet 3 times. Firebrand, my heritage. It's actively going against my family because they suck.
Cool. So that gives a total of a +3 overall. Let me just do a thing real quick. He has shit empathy. Sure. Okay, yeah. Cool. 5 shifts on him. He doesn't notice a damn thing. He shrugs. A lot of strange things have been happening lately. I wasn't expecting him to come back without a degree. Hell, I wasn't expecting him to come back with a degree, to be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is there anything else?
No, sir. It just goes to turn and leave.
As you're walking away, I forget. It was your mother that had telekinesis, right?
I think he does. I think he had telekinesis, and my mother had an ability that I cannot remember.
Barrier.
Yes.
Like a big circular barrier. Okay. So you turn to walk away, and you find that you can't put your foot on the ground.
Yes, father dearest.
When are you going to take the king's spot?
This again?
I'm going. Keep bringing it up because your success as a person, as an adult, would hinge on it.
It's so much responsibility.
Ryoma, you having this power, this ability, your level is 6.3. Do you have any idea how few people have your privilege, just for being born with what you have? You already have responsibility. You're just not willing to accept it.
Well, so you'd want me to spend my days, flaunting how strong I am? Taking it out on people who are slightly weaker?
How have you been watching Trevelyan for months and not learned a thing about how to properly rule?
'Cause I'm not him.
The king does not belittle his subjects. He lets your foot step. The king protects them, ensures order is maintained, maintains the hierarchy.
He pauses for a second. Protects them, huh? So as long as I'm protecting them, it's fine?
He raises an eyebrow at that. Are you?
He doesn't even look at his dad. I'm not gonna let anyone hurt them.
Then he, you don't see it, but you actually hear the hint of a smile in his. Then you're doing your job.
I don't like this job.
None of us do, but no one else can do it.
Thanks for the pep talk, Dad.
Anytime. Oh. Yeah. What do you do that night?
He probably goes on his computer and tries to look up any news articles or something about the group he's effectively threatened.
Spectre? Let me just Spectre.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Roll a computers check.
Right, that's a thing I can do.
That
and
is
I
a
think
skill.
I'm ass at.
That is a skill that you technically have available to you.
That's why you need to be friend to be. I have a +2 in that.
Trying, but you won't accept my love. I don't want.
Ryoma's biggest problem that no one will accept his love.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he stalked me. Okay, it was kind of weird.
We just happen to be
You
the same
both stalked me twice in one
Really
week.
not.
Look, the only person that's actually been stalked is Jody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was literally stalked.
You literally followed
She
me home.
literally was. Oh my god.
You even used the term stalk when
No,
you
you-
did the action.
Yeah.
You followed me home. You followed
You
me
followed
home.
me home.
You followed me home.
Bruh.
just cause I did it after he stalked me doesn't
Gaslit me into letting you into my house.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yes.
Are we the baddies?
Did I gaslight you into letting me in your
Okay.
house? Wait, did that happen?
Yes.
That low key, a little bit.
I don't remember that.
No, don't worry about it.
I genuinely don't.
So,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
yeah, you try to look up. You actually, you managed to catch bits and pieces. Nothing like really concrete. The most you found, like literally the most detail you found was like this one forum, this one post on Reddit, like way down, that like talking about the Bureau and their various like, you know, things they have to deal with. And it's on a post regarding Ember, which I don't know if I've actually discussed with you guys, but Ember is... They're pretty much always on the news. Attacks from Ember are well known.
I think I remember talking about that in the first episode.
Yeah.
A
So
little bit.
they actively go after vigilantes. Anytime like a vigilante is out and about, 9 times out of 10 they will end up dead by Ember. And the only thing that has like authorities knowing that it's either one person or a gang is the noticeable like claw singe marks on the corpses. So, you know, likely one person, but possibly considering how coordinated it is, they could have other people assisting them in locating the targets. But every time an Ember story is brought up, the focus is put on, see, this is why people shouldn't do vigilantism. It puts a target on their backs. Let the authorities handle what needs to be taken care of. Let the authorities protect people. If you really want to protect people, try to sign on to the authorities. Apply. See if you get in.
Suspicious.
So, yeah. It's a post talking about the latest Ember attacks. And there's quite a few people that are basically like talking bad about vigilantes, like saying, God, this is so stupid. Like, if everybody looks out for themselves, then everything will be fine. That's what we've been told. Why aren't they listening? And eventually you get to this one person down the list. Let me actually hang on a second. Okay. This one person way down the list. Their username is Seedless.
You fucking.
Not a fucking dead.
Oh, not again! I know!
Get this man out of here!
He is everywhere.
Sounds like a dick.
No.
It's a fucking nerd.
It's all,
He
it's all
really
fucking
is.
connected, salty. It's all fucking connected. It's all
He
connected.
really fucking is. So,
It's all fucking connected.
you
Swear to God,
Same-
melee
it's the same
somewhere
fucking
along
guy.
the line.
If
You-
Zuri walks out of the fucking woods right now, I swear to God.
For the audience's context, there was a different campaign that where this character showed up, but I don't want to give you too much context because I really like him, and part of the fun is the secret. So Jesus Christ, yeah, who posted a comment on this, saying, Ember's not even the worst of it. I heard about this new group called Spectre. There's some scary rumors. ... And that's just the end of the post. They don't go into more detail. And nobody replied or anything either.
That's the same fucking shit that happened last time.
Did you stop?
How far?
I'm scared.
How long ago was it?
Let's see. The latest attack probably happened about a week ago. I would say this was maybe 5 or 6 days ago this was posted.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's gonna respond to it. Or
What's
reply to
Rioma's
it, yeah.
username on Reddit?
What's a stupid fucking username to be on Reddit?
Eric Muncher 69.
No.
The untrained pilot of.
Alright, well, you people are useless to me.
Windbag.
Windbag.
Okay.
You know, I kind of want to do Windbag now.
Cool.
You know what? It's that. Why not? First nickname he's ever gotten.
Yeah.
Who called
Okay,
him
what's
Windbag?
what's
Was
your
that?
Rachel.
That's
Yes.
right.
what's your reply?
It's just like, you can't say scary stuff and not say the scary stuff. You know what website you're on.
It's
Okay.
such a Reddit reply too, actually. That's really
It
fucked
really
up.
is.
Really is, yeah. Let me go ahead and roll something. Let's see. What dice would he... Oh, he'd use this. Nope, full stop.
Look, if you guys aren't going to interact with this fun NPC of Basil's, I will.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm
I've interacted
going
with that
to.
fucker too much.
No,
Yeah,
he's
no.
gave me all the answers I needed. I gotta find this man. This is the ticket to the next section of the fucking RP, bro. This is it. We're inbound.
Yeah, this character told me to stop being a pussy. And that was it.
We'll see if he's not being a pussy.
All right, cool. So, yeah, no response. At least not right now, but hopefully they get back to you at some point. Maybe. This is Reddit.
He just goes, well, I guess I'll be checking this often.
Mm-hmm.
Ryoma
I really
becomes
have.
a Redditor is gonna be like the biggest arc in this entire fucking story.
That has to be the name
Not
of the next
Reddit
fucking
arc.
session is Ryoma becomes a Redditor.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh shit. Speaking of the names, so yeah, you guys, so that's kind of like the night. Oh, Susie texts Ryoma, right? What does she text him?
She messages him late in the night and says, "How you doing?"
It just gets like a bad gif of like some popular character on a popular TV show currently giving a thumbs up. He responds with a bad gif of someone giving you a thumbs up, effectively.
She is gonna stare at it for a minute while she's in the shower and just be like, "Fucking." She'll sigh and message back, "I'm being serious. There was a lot that happened today."
Texts back. I'm chilling.
Fuck's
What
sake.
you doing?
I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing right now.
Well, that just sounds weird.
You get
Do
a
you?
gif of someone raising eyebrows.
Oh,
No, what was that, Basil?
I was gonna say, is that what you actually like text him?
Yeah, no, she's like, "I'm
Okay.
not telling you what I'm doing right now."
All right.
He knows how he'll react. She knows
No.
exactly how he'll act, and he'll be like,
Yeah.
"So scandalous,
Never-
texting you
no,
while you're
I'll-
in the shower, Susie." And he's
I know.
and she'll just be like,
I'm
"Fucking
well.
shut
I'm
up."
well aware of all of that. I'll tell you why I asked that question after stream because it'll be funnier.
I see. She'll then say, "I've been thinking about what happened earlier a lot.
And
Do you think we can talk tomorrow? In
we
person?"
could talk every day.
I figured you'd say that. Meet on the roof?
Sure.
And then she'll send like a um probably something cutesy because it's Susie.
He's gonna
Probably
ruin it.
like
So
oh, for fuck's sake. Probably like a bunny like holding like giving a thumbs up or an okay sign.
he texts back, "Enjoy your," and then he just sends like a winking face.
What?
Oh, he doesn't respond after that.
No, she just puts "what the fuck does that mean" at the end and then no response. She's like, "Huh? This fucking guy."
So, the next morning,
Mm.
you all, wake up at your respective places. You go to school. It's a Wednesday.
Salty.
I'm gonna need. Damn it. Jesus.
Sorry.
I am gonna need awareness rolls from Ryoma and Jody.
Oh,
I don't like that, Chief.
I don't like that.
You shouldn't.
Why not Susie? Oh, 'cause she's at the school.
He's at the school.
She's safe.
Fucking.
Can I use staying alone?
Oh no! Oh,
My hierarchy staying alone to re-roll that shit.
Sure.
Oh,
Now I wish I went home so I could be part of the fun.
Great.
No, you don't.
me? What?
Yeah, I do.
Whatever, fine.
Bruh. Well,
I want to be part of the fun.
okay.
Mm.
So, Jody and Ryoma, you arrive at school. Would either of you be late? That's a question I should have asked.
I would be.
Okay.
He would probably be very close to being late if he wasn't late.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, damn.
Oh wait, actually, not today. Today he has to be early.
Okay.
Mm.
So, in that case, yeah. You arrive in time to see to see Rachel walking to school with, an arm brace. Everybody's like, the few people that are there that early are like looking at her confused, and you hear some whispers of like, must have been a fight with T again. He has been gunning for the king position. Etc. etc. This is still like maybe a block or two off from school grounds. So there's still like, a bit of walking distance. Do you approach her? Do you say anything? Do anything?
Oh yeah, he goes like right up to her.
Oh boy.
Doesn't like just goes like yo, and then just probably quiet walking next to her.
She glances at you and looks ahead. Sup?
Just another day.
Yep.
Did it heal okay?
It will.
Good. Also, I didn't know you could fucking throw those things. That's cool as shit.
Don't go spreading it around. It's a good
He nods and
backup.
goes, "You keep my secret, I keep yours."
He nods. You guys are, you're walking, and about like close to a block off, like, well, not close to like half a block or so. You see, oh, right, okay. You see a member of the newspaper club that you recognize only because you know that you've learned specifically the people that you really don't want to know about your power.
Yeah.
Because, school newspaper would spread that shit like wildfire. A girl named Sophie. She's like a mid-tier, not sure what her ability is, she barely ever uses it. As she is walking across the street, and you hear first, and then see. Huge ass truck peeling out. The light's red. It is not stopping.
Oh,
And
no.
you see a very obvious authority police vehicle trailing after it. It is heading on a collision course for Sophie.
Oh no.
You're still about half a block off, and your ability gets weaker the further away you are.
Yeah.
You can try to do something here, but it's gonna be close.
Just shove her. Just shove her.
That's he's gonna try to quickly just shove her back, just so that if it hits her, it's only gonna nick her, or just hit her leg.
Okay. Roll will. You don't get any bonuses for this. It's too far away.
That's completely fair. 4.
Damn!
Holy
Yo!
shit, bro.
God.
All right, goddamn.
Lads.
Now, I'm also going to need you to roll deception to try to hide that you're doing this.
Yeah.
Because that far away, to exert yourself that much, you're gonna have some degree of movement.
Yeah. Yeah. Bluff. Oh wait, bluff or deception?
Oh,
Totally. should be bluff.
deception. Bluff
Damn it.
is more. Bluff and deception really are the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah,
I'll
should
change that.
totally.
I'll change that before next session. I'll replace bluff with might, so that actually makes sense.
Matters.
Can I use the one I put points into?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. I hate this game.
Cool.
I had a +3 to them.
So, okay. You kind of you try not to move too much, but you're also concerned for saving somebody's life. You reach out your hand just a bit, and you see Sophie stumble backwards just in time for the truck to go zooming past where she was just standing. The police car zips past her. A bit more, gives her more of a wide berth. They're being more careful, but they're still speeding after them.
Yeah.
Roll me a spot check, actually, real quick.
Oh, damn it. The one I'm not super good at.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah, Sophie is like shaking, wide-eyed, panting. You can see this from afar. You can see a couple of students walk up and are clearly asking if she's okay, trying to help her up. And Rachel just kind of glances at you, like, tell me not to say anything, then risk it yourself.
He looks like he's looking at his hand as they're walking, and he looks confused. I don't know why I did that.
Well, I don't think anybody saw it.
Thank God. Well, let's hope Sophie didn't, because if she did, everyone saw it.
Nah. Just have a block off. No way in hell. Plus, he almost got run over.
That's fair. Maybe I'm safe.
I didn't say that.
Is okay. He then looks around.
Yeah, go ahead and roll another awareness real quick.
Yeah, I like that one. Oh my God.
It doesn't like you.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there are a lot of people around. Most of them are like freaked out by, what just happened. Yeah, you're pretty sure nobody saw you. Can't be certain, but
Yep. Well, I'll just deny any accusations. Or I can always say that I pushed myself past a limit I didn't know I had.
yeah. Fair enough, I guess. As you guys do walk, and as you're like kind of approaching the crosswalk, where like Sophie was nearly run over, Rachel does say, just for the record, based on that, you might be a better king than you give yourself credit for.
He sighs and shakes his head. I really don't think so.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. But hey, in the same vein, that means you wouldn't make a great one either. I think queen suits you pretty well.
Doesn't mean I'm
Or
gonna be
ace.
satisfied.
Yeah, fair. I mean, if you beat him, don't take king. Just go right to ace. Then you don't gotta deal with all the bullshit.
Why would he? You fucking
You have to beat her anyways.
true.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. King Rachel has a ring.
I get he just shrugs and goes, yeah, I guess. Fair enough. But like king and the guy can summon an entire suit of armor, it's really thematic.
Mm.
Is that the only reason he doesn't take the throne? Because of the flames?
I don't know. I feel like King and he can literally control your every movement is pretty damn thematic.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking throw high res the entire company out my window.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be a good place to end the session.
Mm.
And on a somewhat a high note, Ryoma has a little bit of character development.
Oh, but someone didn't get hit by a car.
I stopped it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I'll edit the title in a bit.
I just read that it actually says.
Yeah.
You just now saw that?
I feel so honored.
You fucking idiot.
Here, let me edit. Let me edit.
You big stupid lovable idiot.
Okay. There, fixed it. The one where someone almost gets hit by a car. It did change, didn't it? Let me make sure.
Yeah, I did.
Dope. Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. So again, we will be back week after next Friday night at 6 p.m. PST, maybe sooner, maybe a little later, depending on if I have work or not, and depending on other potential complications that may arise. These, my lovely players, have been Vernadera as Susie, Salty Sweater as Jody,
Hello.
and Nillian the Great as Ryoma.
You mean
What
Nillian
up,
the
G?
rat?
He can be a great rat.
He's a great rat.
You can find Vern and Salty at their respective Twitch channels. Both of those are linked down in the description below, twitch.tv/Vernadera and twitch.tv/thesaltysweater_. So definitely go ahead and look them up. Also, my break screens, pretty much everything, all of the aesthetic stuff that I used for my stream was also made by Vern. So definitely
No, stop
look
it.
to her for any art
The
help
praise.
you might
I'm
need.
gonna cry.
So yeah. I think that's everything. Until next time, take it easy, everybody, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Bye.
Hello.